Hey guys, how you doing? It's RC Gade. Welcome to Squared Circle Rants. And do you remember AEW All In? I'm sure you do, and it's not because of the matches, unfortunately. It's not because of the huge attendance in Wembley Stadium. No. The biggest thing anyone and everybody talks about is the confrontation between CM Punk and Jack Perry, and what later led to CM Punk's firing from AEW. Now, we didn't know, I should say, what had happened backstage at All In. The only stories we heard was that Jack Perry, who was previously told he couldn't do a glass spot by Punk and others, then later did the glass spot, slamming a hook onto a car windshield, and that was okay, but the biggest issue was that he looked right in the camera, said, "It's real glass, cry me a river," which then drew the ire of CM Punk, who was waiting for him backstage. Now, this whole time, or I should say, for a while, all we knew was some backstage accounts, he said, she said, but finally, about a week ago, CM Punk himself over on the MMA Hour talking to Ariel Helwani, I hope I got his name right, finally opened up about everything. Actually, he opened up about a lot, but we're just talking about this. Finally, we got his side of the story of what had happened, and I'm going to go through a quick rundown if you don't remember or you never heard about it from Cultaholic Wrestling, who give you a brief little rundown on it. But like I said before, I do, not too long after this interview and the things Punk has said, the Young Bucks announced, well, I don't know if it was announced by the Young Bucks. All I know is on Twitter, now X, this graphic popped up, this picture, AEW Dynamite, live Wednesday, 8/7 Central. The Young Bucks present backstage footage from All In London and will discuss for the first time. So good to see they're finally talking about it. I mean, we've all been waiting to hear from anybody, and now that we've heard from Punk, yeah, it's good to hear from them. Interesting that they're going to show the footage, but before I get into my thoughts, let me give you the brief rundown by Cultaholic Wrestling. If I can find it here. I'm good at this. But from the headline from Cultaholic Wrestling, AEW to air all-in fight footage due to Tony Khan being furious with CM Punk. And it says here, following a sudden announcement that the Young Bucks will present, they put in quotes, backstage footage from All In and will discuss it for the first time on Wednesday night. It has been reported that All Elite Wrestling will indeed be airing the CCTV footage of the backstage altercation between Jack Perry and CM Punk from All In 2023, the same footage that led to CM Punk's firing from the promotion. The airing of the footage comes after CM Punk aired Dirty Laundry. I wouldn't put it like that. I think he was just speaking from the hip, but that's just me, about AEW, and detailed his side of the fight, which, like I said, go to the MMA Hour. You can hear it for yourself. Between himself and Jack Perry, within his own account, Punk claimed that he confronted Perry about his Cry Me a River line during the All In pre-show, and he ended up choking Perry a little. That was kind of funny. Again, check the thing. After Perry dared Punk to do something about it. Oh, I forgot that part. Punk also said that nothing happened that would make Tony Khan fear for his life. I even forgot that part. Yes, Tony Khan, if you don't know or don't remember, said that the altercation, it made him fear for his life. Yeah, he even said it on TV. I should have found the clip of it. It made us all laugh. But they continue. The Crimea River line came about following an earlier backstage argument between CM Punk and Jack Perry over the former Jungle Boy wanting to use real glass for a spot in the summer of 2023 that would explain him missing a week of TV for a pre-approved vacation. Pre-approved. I know how to speak. The spot was approved by AEW to the point a car was at the building, but Punk claimed in his interview that Tony Schiavone approached him and asked him to speak with Perry about the spot. At which point, Punk told Perry that they don't do that sort of thing at Collision. The matter was believed to have been settled, but Perry was unhappy after people close to CM Punk leaked details of the incident to the media, and he thought Punk was trying to embarrass him by making the argument public knowledge. God, it sounds like high school. Anyway, Tony Khan publicly has declined to comment on CM Punk's interview this week, noting he preferred to focus on Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. That's understandable, you know. I don't want to get into it now. Let's focus on the bigger thing. God, I wish I could watch Ring of Honor, but I have too many subscriptions. I wish they would have put it on a TV show. That's a different subject for another day. Privately, though, the AEW CEO is furious with CM Punk, and that is why he has decided to air the footage of the backstage altercation between Punk and Jack Perry on Dynamite. Now, before I get to words from Brian Alvarez, when I first saw this picture, well, I had one of two thoughts, but I'll say the first thought now and give you the second thought later. My first thought was, it's going to be a swerve. They're trolling us. It's going to be something to either mock Punk in a certain way, because they do have a history of that. But to really go into them as heels, they're the heel, what do they freaking call themselves? Anyway, I forgot their titles. It's going to come to me as I'm talking, maybe not. But, they're going to do something silly, funny, mock Punk, go into the evil bosses. And yeah, there's no way we're going to get real footage. However, from Brian Alvarez, according to him, it is true that on Dynamite, Tony Khan is airing the Jack Perry CM Punk footage from All In. It is not a bait and switch. It is 100% confirmed they are airing the footage. Wow. But let's go further. Tony was very upset with CM Punk's interview. I was told, who tells him these things? I was told that he, a long time ago, wanted to air this footage. Really? And for whatever reason, he did not. And now, I guess, because of the timing and the interview and what CM Punk said, he is going to air it. We've heard many sides of the story about what happened, and we're going to see Wednesday. But I think it's safe to say that if it were the story that CM Punk told, I don't know why Tony would air the footage. Got a point there, and that's something that stuck in my head too. Why wait all this time then? I mean, we never expected Punk to finally talk about these things. There's even, if you go to that interview I keep pointing at, there's certain things he says he can't talk about. Not that he's deflecting, he just legally cannot. But yeah, we didn't expect a story from Punk. I'm happy we got it to at least hear his side, but why has the Bucks, well, no, the Bucks weren't there, I think, physically, but why has Tony Khan waited so long? Why not say his side? And like it says here, why not show the video? Like, not in a smear CM Punk's name, but you really want to show at least Jack Perry's side, put it out there. But now he decides, as CM Punk finally talked about it, or decided to talk about it, I should say. Now he decides, okay, let's air the video. But to continue with Brian Alvarez... Oh, wait, sorry. No, this is added by Dave Meltzer. The funny thing is, when Punk did the interview, I obviously contacted many people in the company, and the general thing was, we're moving past that. We don't want to deal with it. Some of it's true. Ooh, really? Some of it's not true. But whatever. Don't want to deal with it. We've got to move forward. And then here we are. Tony's the boss. Tony never said that. Other people said that. And here we go. So yeah. Oh wait, he's got one more thing to add. From what I'm told, the footage won't be showed different times, only the Perry footage. Oh wait, sorry, I should have read before that. Reports following All In noted that CM Punk more than lunged at Tony Khan at All In. Meltzer has noted on X that the CCTV footage will not be shown. From what I've told, so the footage of him allegedly lunging at Tony Khan, and I believe, if I remember correctly, which I never do, I believe Punk said he didn't do that, but hey, if I'm wrong, go check it out. Don't come over here and say, you're a freaking liar. So yeah, we're gonna get this alleged footage, and not just that, we're going to hear from the Bucks themselves, which is, well, if they're going to talk about it, that means they were there. I don't remember reports of them being involved. Maybe they were nearby. Oh, God. Is it going to be Brandon's footage? Cutler? You know, the one that follows him around? I hope not. No, that they said they're going to get the actual CCTV footage. But so, to go back to my first thought, I thought this was going to be a swerve or a bait and switch, but according to these reports, it is not. We're going to get the real thing. And now my other thought, and I already posted this on my X account, that this is going to go one of two ways. The first, I already told you. The second, that if they do, and apparently they are, if we get this footage, it's going to be altered. Like, they're going to play with it to make Jack Perry look better or make themselves look better. That's just me, though. Like, if they're willing to show the whole thing, that is at least going to put either side, like, to be fair, in a bad light, cool, great. But past reports, past behaviors show that that's not the case. So that's what makes me think they're going to play with this video. But either way, this is to get more eyes on Dynamite. And hell, it might work. Viewership might go up. I know I'll be watching to see what happens. But hey guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to be watching Dynamite just for this? Or are you just going to, it's a Wednesday night, you know what that means, watching it regularly. Are you excited to see what's going to happen? Yeah. So there it is. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share it to your heart's desire. Now I'm going to go watch WrestleMania. Have a good one, guys.